Joined now by Davey Audio. Joined now by Davey Eyeballs here on the wait, 3, 2, 1. Joined now by Davey Eyeballs, aka Rick Rude Von Dick Dude. All hail the King of Ginger Ale. It's Ryan. Davey, how are you?
It's great to be here once again.
In
live and direct here.
Thanks for coming on the program, sir. We always appreciate it. We don't have any time to spare, so let's get right into it.
This week in DORK.
News of the day. It was Star Wars Celebration Day. What better day to celebrate Star Wars than today, Ryan? We had a whole pile of announcements.
I'll do you better. All weekend.
Yes.
All weekend we're going to get Star Wars news.
I love it. I'll tell you, this might be a bold flavor, but I enjoy Star Wars more than Marvel right now. And I still enjoy Marvel very much, but I just love Star Wars. I understand that it's not all great, but yet I feel like I can't miss anything Star Wars. And I'm looking forward to the new stuff with Star Wars more than I am even the new stuff with Marvel.
I think they finally figured it out. They got their showrunner in Dave Filoni, who's like making sure all of these things are under the same roof and everything, whatever's canon is canon. So I think this is they're moving in the right direction after who God knows what was going on for about 10 years there.
Yeah, it was a tough go. And the big news of the day, at least for me, for us, is the Ahsoka trailer. So Ahsoka Tano was a character that was created back in the Clone Wars animated series by Dave Filoni. We saw her in season 2 of The Mandalorian, saw her in the Book of Boba Fett, and perfect casting. It's Rosario Dawson, and she's getting her own show, which we knew about. But we get the trailer today, and this show comes out in August. And sort of what I was just saying before, as excited as I am about Star Wars, this is at the top of that list. Like, I can't wait to see it. And this trailer looked fantastic.
And this is like you said, this is a character who people have been wanting to see what happened to this character after Clone Wars. And I'm excited. And again, like you said, perfect casting.
Yeah.
The show actually looks really good. And the cast is really good too. So
yes, the cast is good. And you're starting to see, for like the real dorks out there, you're really seeing characters from both Clone Wars and Rebels brought to live action. So in addition to Ahsoka, you get Sabine, you get Hera Syndulla, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You get Chopper, the droid, which everybody likes. And then the big villain, which might set the show apart, Thrawn.
We didn't see his face. We just saw the silhouette, just the back of him, right? So
the blue skin.
We know that's coming, and having watched the Clone Wars, this is a big deal for us.
Yes. Yeah. And I also feel like, so we have 2 episodes left of The Mandalorian, which we'll get into. I feel like there's going to be some other connection in these final 2 episodes, whether it is Thrawn. I know they're teasing like a return of Moff Gideon, but I think just having Thrawn out there in this universe, like, he's going to have to tie in. And that's one thing that these shows have done, is like they're going to tie in with the next thing.
And they've done a really good job of tying in all of the cool characters that are lost in between 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's so many cool characters that are going to pop up. And some of them are in video games, some of them are in animated shows, some are in movies. So like this is going to be really cool. And I think this is going to be the one that, like, The Mandalorian's been good so far in the grand scheme of things, but this is going to be the one that kind of make or breaks it.
I think so. And there was even a character in The Mandalorian that had a cameo from Rebels that was in there for like 30 seconds to a minute. Just like, there he was. He's like a big creature, if you saw him. And then they kind of moved on. I was like, all right, just letting you know that we know that he's still around, and maybe you'll see him again. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah,
tip of Dave Filoni's cowboy hat that he wears all this for some reason.
Yeah, what's with that?
I don't know. He's like not Robert Rodriguez. I don't know why you do that.
I don't know why he wears the cowboy hat, but listen, he's doing great Star Wars stuff, so I'm not going to knock him for it. But yeah, no exact date for Ahsoka, but it is August, so just a couple of short months away. They also announced 3 new movies, Star Wars films. One will bring back Daisy Ridley's Rey Palpatine, or Rey Skywalker, depending on how you want to look at it. But from the new trilogy, what do you think about more movies involving Rey?
I think she has to be the linchpin of the new Jedi Order. She has to be the one to kind of carry that on. Yeah. Since there isn't anyone else. So it's just you need to have Jedi in the world. She's got to be the one to do it. So
yeah,
everyone else, spoiler, everyone else is kind of gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it. I'll watch all these, but I'm less excited for it. I'm like, okay. I like the new trilogy fine. I wouldn't say I loved it. I certainly didn't hate it. Like I thought it was fine.
I thought it started out hot and then just steadily declined.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, The Last Jedi is such a polarizing one. I know you liked it more than I did.
Yes.
Some people it's their favorite, some people it's their least favorite. Like that's how extreme that movie is. The last one, I kind of liked the Rise of Skywalker, although it's incredibly flawed. But I feel like it's only flawed because it took the two first movies from the trilogy and was like, "All right, we'll figure it out from here." Like there was no
Right.
plan. Clearly, they just
No,
pick
and
up
I
the
think that was
pieces.
the one. Remember, Ryan Johnson was supposed to do it, but then after the Last Jedi, they were like, "Why doesn't J.J. Abrams do this again?"
Yeah, well, let's let somebody else finish
Yeah.
this. Dave Filoni, who we already mentioned, he's going to get a movie. It looks like that one's going to be about I think, the New Republic.
Mhm.
He's going to be in charge of that. And then James Mangold is going to get a Star Wars movie. James Mangold makes a lot of good films. And he's got another one coming out too, which was sort of tipped off today that he's going to be doing Swamp Thing for the DCU, which I'm pumped
Yeah.
about that too.
Which is nuts because that's nuts because Marvel and Star Wars are under the mouse,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh,
then
yeah.
he's jumping ship and doing DC. Now he also did. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he also do? He did Logan, and he's
Yes.
doing Indiana Jones.
Yes. Yeah, the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of the Destiny, I believe, is the long, wordy title for it.
That's
Uh,
that's a busy year for this guy.
these are the directed movies by James Mangold. He did Heavy in 1995. I didn't see that one. Liv Tyler's in that.
Didn't see that.
Copland.
Saw that. Good movie.
Copland was pretty good. Girl Interrupted.
Good movie.
Yeah, it's really good. Kate and Leopold.
Oh, that was good. That was Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan, right?
Yeah, a little
Yeah, that was good.
rom-com there. A little rom-com. Identity. He didn't
I like
write
that
that, but
movie.
he directed it with Ray Liotta, John Cusack. Not bad. Walk the Line.
Good.
All right, yeah, not bad. 310 to Yuma.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Night and Day.
Oh, that was the one. That was a stinker.
That was the Tom Cruise Cameron Diaz movie. Okay,
Yeah.
that one wasn't very good. Then the Wolverine, then Logan, Ford versus Ferrari,
Which was good.
which
I did see
had
that.
a lot of buzz. I think it got nominated for Best Picture, so must be doing something right.
Doing something right. Yeah.
And then Indiana Jones, and now he's going to be doing a Star Wars, and he's going to be doing Swamp Thing. So I am all on board with that. That is
Hell
that
yeah.
is good news. We also found out that The Acolyte, which is going to be a Star Wars series coming out in 2024, the showrunner today, and see if you can make sense of this, said it's Frozen meets Kill Bill. I don't know.
That's a lot to unpack there. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
Not
like,
entirely sure
oh,
what you mean by that, but
I'm making this awesome sandwich. It's gummy worms and pepperoni.
Yeah.
Like those
Alright.
two things on their own are very good.
yeah.
But together,
But
I don't know.
it's
Frozen
together.
and Kill Bill. I don't know.
There's The Acolyte coming in
Mhm.
2024. All right, you'd mentioned The Mandalorian before. We are nearing the end of season 3, just 2 episodes to go. Is The Mandalorian still a great TV show?
No,
No, it's not.
is
I
not.
agree. It's
it
not.
has flashes. I like what they're doing. I'm not to give too much away, but they're calling the show The Mandalorian. Who we're talking about at this point, we don't know.
Good
Which is
point.
great.
Yeah.
But this season has had 1, maybe 2 good episodes so far.
Yeah, there's still great stuff in there, but
Yeah.
it's nowhere near a great show.
No.
Like at the end of the year, we always do the DORK Awards, and we get 6 nominees for TV Show of the Year. There's no chance it's a nominee for TV Show of the Year. The TV's just too competitive, too good right now.
Too good.
But there's still great stuff. Like there's still stuff I really, really like. And with 2 episodes to go, I'm sure they bring in another character or 2 that we're familiar with. I like Bo-Katan, so if there's more Bo-Katan, the merrier. But there's also been 1 trash episode, a couple
yeah.
other like eye roll things and whatever. But yeah, it's not as good. Season 1 and 2 were definitely better. Doesn't mean I still don't watch it every week, but the first 2 seasons you could say were great. This one maybe peaks at good.
Peaks at good. Yeah. I think, again, there's flashes of this. So the trash episode was bookended with like 2 5-minute clips
Were
that
awesome.
were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like when a show has out of nowhere big time cameos?
No, I hate that. I hate it so much. And this isn't a spoiler because it's been out this week, but I'm sure you've seen it on the internet too. This one featured Christopher Lloyd. Sorry, this is going to sound harsh, but the corpse of Christopher Lloyd,
Ah, man. Well, yeah.
Jack Black, and Lizzo.
Yeah.
Like if you told me, oh, we're gonna make this, awesome Star Wars show with these three people are gonna appear in it, I'd be like, I don't want to see that.
I don't mind it as much. I thought the Christopher Lloyd one felt more like shoehorned in than the other two, believe it or not. Because I thought the other two. So this episode was sort of a little spin-off, kind of like journey or quest kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the Mandalorian or Din Djarin and Bo-Katan stumble on this place, and that's where Jack Black and Lizzo's characters are. I don't mind the idea that they're on like some tiny planet, like the two of them, and they're in this universe. That's fine.
But,
But like,
but it's
the
also
Lloyd
like,
character, it was like, eh.
yeah, it was also, I think Jack Black just so overacted it too.
He did.
It was so over the top. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just, it came off as silly. And I get it. It's about space cowboys. Like I get it. It's supposed to be, but it's just like, it was kind of goofy.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see at least where this season ends and kind of where they go from here. Also on TV, and these would be shows that would be considered top 6 shows of the year. We are 2 episodes into season 2 of Yellow Jackets, and my Lanta, this might be my favorite show of the year. I think it has to be. I know we're only in April, but just even looking forward to what else is coming out, with the exception of like Ahsoka, this show's wild. Like I love it.
And you can tell, so we talked a little bit about, like, we didn't really know where Star Wars was going for a while. So I was reading, and my wife was reading too, that like the writers of this show basically wrote 3 seasons of this, maybe more. So,
Okay.
but it's written to, it's going somewhere.
Yeah.
So that in the back of your mind, and this show is something else. That's all I can say. I don't want to say another word about this show, but if you are in for some scares and some thrilling stuff and some mystery, this is for you. I promise you.
It's a good horror show. Like if you like horror, it's a really good horror show. I also just love the way that it's told, with the ping-ponging back and forth between, I guess, 1998 and 2020, like now, 23, 22, whatever. And just really good, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the first season that in your mind you're just like, well, I kind of wonder what's going to happen next, and they don't give it all to you right away, so they sort of slow play some of the stuff, and now we're seeing it in season 2 as they're going back to some of the flashback stuff, and you're like, all right, how are they going to get through this? And so what a wild show, and a reason to have, the hell is it on? Stars? No, Showtime. Showtime. Get the free preview or whatever if you can watch it. I know you don't watch Succession, but they're on the same timetable as Yellow Jackets. They're 2 episodes in. This is the final season, and so far it's been good. Dave is back. Kind of snuck up on me, but Dave came back this week on FX or FXX on Hulu, and they had a 2-episode premiere. I honestly, and maybe it's just my short memory, I think it's like 2 of the best episodes the whole series has ever had. They were laugh out loud funny. They were also like, they made you feel something, as the Dave show does. He rapped more, which I think is important to make the show even better, because he's really, really good at that. I didn't think he
bangers
did
too.
They're all they are is heaters. But I love the second episode in particular, might have been the best of the entire series.
That was great. We're shooting the music video. I thought that was really good. And again, there's like weird, like it's so ridiculous, but there's like heart to it too. So like you actually,
yeah.
And it was a really cool episode. It was like super frenetic, and it's like, and I feel like the first episode was like 3 episodes in one episode.
Yes.
And like you said, laugh out loud funny. What was that thing he was wearing?
Yeah. That's some ridiculous name. Yeah, there's some good sight gags and physical comedy. That thing that he was wearing, and it's like
I can't remember the name of it.
Well, it's sort of like a condom, but it's like for your, like, it's like shorts. It's like
a thong diaper condom, and I forget what the name of the thing is.
Yeah, but he puts it on, and then you almost forget about it, and then when it gets revealed later, it's the best.
Okay, what is it? Scroguard.
It's insane. And then in the next episode, there's a physical comedy gag, which we can explain another time. Where
Yeah,
it's
we'll do
just
that another time. Yeah.
over the top. So Dave's back, so set your DVR for that. All right, this weekend, right, there are 2 movies that are worth seeing at the box office: Super Mario Brothers movie and Air. I know we're doing a standalone episode on Mario Brothers on Sunday night, but let's just say we weren't doing that, and you could only see one of these movies this weekend. Which one are you more interested in seeing?
Air, because I know you have Super Mario Brothers in the movie drafts, and I don't want to support you beating me in any way.
I think they both look great. I know Super Mario Brothers is getting mixed reviews right now. Air is unanimously loved. People are like, great storytelling. Ben Affleck's a great director and all that. Air, about Nike and Jordan getting together. Super Mario Brothers, of course, about the Super Mario Brothers. It looks like an absolute treat for the eyes, though. Mario does.
It does. It does. I'm excited. And one of the things I was really excited about to take my family to is that it's only like a tight hour and a half.
Yes. Yeah, you're in and out.
In and out, which I don't need, another experience like going to a 3-hour John Wick movie and sitting through 45 minutes of previews.
Well, you will get 30 minutes easy of trailers for Mario Brothers because it'll be.
But at least it's only an hour and a half.
Movie coming out. Yeah, that's true. Blue Beetle trailer on August. This movie comes out August 18th. We tweeted it out at Dork Podcast. You in on Blue Beetle?
I kind of am. I was more excited after seeing this trailer than I was going into it. I think this is a character. Again, I don't know how this plays into the DCU. I don't know if this matters. If this going to get like Shazam or Black Adam treatment. Like if at the end of the day this is just a one-off thing. But it looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good. And where it goes from here, I guess if it does well, there's a way to sort of incorporate him into DCU. And if it doesn't, they can just kind of make him disappear. So there's that. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse had a trailer. This movie comes out June 2nd. Of course, Into the Spider-Verse was one of the best comic book movies ever made. So high bar, really.
High bar here that we need. And the trailer looks like speaking of assaults on your vision, there's a lot going on. I mean, I could go frame by frame in this trailer and pick out tons of stuff. But it was nice and we got a little MCU joke in there as well.
How about that? Yeah. Not bad. And speaking of the MCU, Secret Invasion trailer for this show. It's going to be a Disney Plus show coming out June 21st. Samuel L. Jackson back as Nick Fury. I'll tell you, I'm kind of like, I'm going to watch it, but I'm not like jazzed up. Can't wait for it.
Well, I hate going into things thinking like, well, even if this stinks, it's setting the next thing up.
Right. I know.
So I want to enjoy this for kind of like for what it is. Like same thing with Quantumania. I feel like I was doing the same thing as like, well, the movie was decent, but it's kicking off something bigger. So I give it a pass. Right. Whereas I think this is Secret Invasion is leading to Secret Wars, which is its own thing. This own massive undertaking that we're going to do, but it's a limited series, right? So it's going to be like 6 episodes or something.
Yeah, I think it's short. Yeah.
So it's basically a movie,
right?
If you want to think a long movie. So I'm there for that, as long as it's not like 12 episodes and it's, we're not wasting any time.
Yeah, I don't think you need that. No doubt. All right, there's the news. There's the Dork news of the week. Reminder: Sunday night on YouTube, Davey and I will review the Super Mario Brothers movie. We'll do spoiler free to start if you haven't seen it, but plenty of spoiler stuff in there. So 9:00 on YouTube, and then it'll be available wherever you get your podcast, the Odyssey app, or wherever you listen to it after that. So hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Dork Podcast. Davey, always a pleasure, sir. And we will talk to you Sunday night.
And thank you for having me.